Thank everybody for being here today, and our nominee, Mr. Duncan, congratulations. Welcome to the committee. And I'll make a brief opening statement. Oh, I thought he was already here. Yeah, they told me. There he is. Magically appears, as he always does. On time, under budget. Anyway, if it's okay to start now, is it all right, Senator?
I'm here.
Good, great.
I made it.
You did make it. Let it be.
Now we can start.
Let it be known that in Louisiana time, this is early. Yeah. So, anyway, Mr. Duncan was nominated by President Trump to be the Deputy Director of the OMB, as previously held by Dan Bishop, who is now U.S. Attorney for the Middle District, North Carolina. He currently serves at OMB. Mr. Duncan is Associate Director for Legislative Affairs and Executive Associate Director. He was delegated the duties of OMB Deputy Director not long ago. Mr. Duncan's previous jobs include Legislative Director for Congressman Chip Roy, worked in Senator Toomey's office, and at the National Senatorial Committee, so you understand it all on our side. Hal Duncan grew up in Texas and graduated from the University of Virginia, which is quite a journey. He currently lives in Washington, D.C. with his wife, Amy, and son, Patrick. Welcome to them. From my point of view, you understand the agency. You've been over there for a while. You're acting in the role that you've been nominated for. I've had a good meeting with you. You're young and enthusiastic and smart, just like everybody on this committee, so I think you'll do very well. Well done. So when your family asks you what you do, what do you tell them?
So currently, as you know, I serve as Associate Director for Legislative Affairs. In that capacity, I work directly with Congress to advance the administration's spending priorities. I think some of the things that I mentioned in my testimony
They ask you, what would you do in your new job? What would you tell them?
It's a great question. I think of a lot of it as a continuation of what I've been doing as Executive Associate Director. I view that as a more internal-facing role in which I represent OMB in meetings with agencies, coordinating with my counterparts across the different agencies and within the Executive Office of the President, and fundamentally supporting the management of OMB, its career and political staff writ large across all of its branches.
And how long have you been doing this job you're in now?
I have been with the administration since the first week of President Trump's nomination, so I believe since January 24th, 2025.
How long have you been acting deputy, the job you're in now? How long you've had that?
Appreciate the question. I don't remember off the top of my head when I was delegated the duties. I believe it was sometime late last year.
Okay, for a while.
Yes, sir.
You feel comfortable doing the job?
Absolutely comfortable and very excited by the opportunity if confirmed.
Okay. If we write letters to you, will you answer them?
Yes, sir.
Good. Let's talk about the budget real quickly. The budget's kind of an outline that the president submits to Congress and kind of a view of what we should be doing as a nation. Do you support the president's defense budget request?
Senator, absolutely. I think the threats that we've seen in this world necessitate that level of defense spending.
So you think it's justified, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. During the Biden years, they submitted budgets too. Very few of them were approved as submitted. What's the biggest difference between this OMB, and Biden in terms of budget?
Absolutely. I think we've seen the successes of the past. Fiscal year 2026, we were able to secure a defense top line of $1 trillion by using both the mandatory and discretionary strategy. The president has recently recommitted to that strategy as recently as last week, calling for Congress to pass $350 billion worth of mandatory spending for our defense. So I believe we use the strategies that we have proven work over the past year and continue to move forward to deliver, to provide for the defense of the American people.
If we can't pass a supplemental through the appropriations process dealing with defense and other matters, Democratic friends will want some things too. Do Do you believe a third reconciliation bill focusing on defense and fraud would be justified?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Are you ready to work with this committee to craft that reconciliation bill if necessary?
Yes, sir, absolutely. We've done 2 together, and I'm looking forward to a third.
So what areas would you focus on other than defense? In the area of fraud, do you have sort of a vision what we could do in reconciliation to combat fraud?
Well, I think in terms of fraud, supporting the work of the Fraud Task Force is certainly critical. I've been honored to be OMB's designee to the Fraud Task Force and have been able to see how the Vice President and his team have used the task force to coordinate amongst the agencies to root out waste and fraud to a degree we've not seen in recent memory. So fundamentally, supporting the Fraud Task Force, ensuring that they have the tools they need to target fraud and root it out, I think are 2 of the most important things we could do in a reconciliation package.
Thank you, Senator Merkley. I do hope that you will enact the president's priority regardless of the state, and you have a chance to enact budgets and grants based on the priorities of this president, and I hope he will take advantage of that as other presidents have. That's what elections are all about, Senator Merkley. So I want to thank Mr. Duncan for appearing before the committee. The hearing record will remain open until noon tomorrow for the submission of statements and questions for the record to the committee clerk. Well done, Mr. Duncan. The hearing is adjourned.